Hello everyone, welcome back to the Keep Productive YouTube channel. Today's video I'm going to talk to you all about why to-do list applications are fundamental right now and show you a few ways that you could be using them today. I'm also going to share with you guys a course that I'm going to be giving away for free during this period of time because it is pretty stressful and it might help you to find a better to-do list application. So without further ado, let's roll into today's video. So folks, one of the biggest recommendations during this period of time is to maintain a schedule. And it is really important at home, obviously, to do that is to keep the routine going as if you're going to work or going to do your routine. So I think it's important as well to have some form of to-do list application. Now, some people don't have to-do list applications, and of course, this could be a great opportunity and time period to introduce one in your daily routine. Now, you're probably wondering a few ways that I could use it, Francesco. How can I start using a to-do list application if I've never used one? So one of the first ways is to do what I do with a to-do list application. I currently do this with an application called Todoist. I think Todoist is a great all-rounder to-do list application, but I've recently started to schedule out my time as in accordance to time slots. So for example, I normally plan the night before my day ahead. So I can see, for example, when I open my laptop in the morning, what have I got today to do at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m. after lunch, and weaving in both personal and work. I use a personal and work project to keep things nice and simple, but this idea of having a schedule can be produced in a to-do list application like this. And this really helps me at the moment to keep on track. I actually shifted this just from a basic priority to an actual time-based one over the last 2 weeks because I felt that I needed to be a bit more stricter with my schedule and routine. The second way you could use a routine or schedule is not necessarily in a more of a schedule fashion, is with an application like Microsoft To Do. And Microsoft To Do is a free to-do list application, but if you're more inclined to share lists with people, for example, stuff you need to get done around the house, projects that you need to start working on, and you're sharing them with someone you live with or someone that you work with, and you want a very simple one, then Microsoft To Do has great sharing list abilities. You can share a link with someone after you've shared the list, and you can start collaborating together on those lists. So if you're more inclined to getting things done while sharing lists, obviously Todoist and Microsoft To Do have this. I don't recommend using two, I just recommend going for one sole application. Now, the third recommendation is obviously not many people are necessarily inclined to using a to-do list application. And of course, you don't have to, this is just a recommendation. I always find it a bit more sort of formal than necessarily using a task manager. Recently, I actually have been using my remarkable tablet. You could potentially use an iPad or naturally a piece of paper or a notebook that you have to just start writing out your schedule for the day. Now, this is actually a nice way to do this. The reason why is because I know that I have New York Times app on my phone. News alerts are coming through and that can be pretty stressful. Even texts from friends, especially with you being home and more online, it can take you away from that environment. Maybe you want to go and sit in the garden or sit by a window in your flat and write out your list. It's a good way to actually just separate yourself from a digital pattern. But of course, all these three are great ways to get started. Now, you can replicate this similar process inside of applications like Notion, Taskade, project managers that may have in the form of just simple lists or even tasks or projects. Trello, I know, is an incredibly popular one at this time. But one of my biggest recommendations is to create some form of checklists, whether that's a list of, for example, your shopping list or things that you want to help prepare for a certain event, then checklists can help you to formulate that. We've done some recent reviews on checklists like columns. We found to be a particularly fantastic application for that. Fairly new, but again, it helps you to start formulating those checklists. Todoist also has a new section area, so you can create these checklists within projects without necessarily associating dates to them. I've been doing this recently. So as you can imagine, to-do list applications can be hard to find. We've just made our Art of Choosing the Best To-Do List Application course free. So if you're someone that is struggling to find your to-do list application, that is totally natural. We've created a course that will help you to find that and go through that. Now you can naturally get it for free in the description below, and our main reason behind that is so that you can find it during this period of time that you have off. Now it's actually 3 sections, so it's going to take you through a bit more of a rigorous process in terms of pushing you towards choosing an application and then putting you through quite a lengthy trial period to help really test you with that application. But this will hopefully help you to determine which one's best for you, if maybe during this video you're umming and ahhing. But my biggest recommendation, guys, is to get one going and to really take advantage of it during this period of time. It's important with all the stuff that's floating around our head, the news, things we need to do, the ones we love, health and fitness, it can be pretty stressful. And also when you're watching videos and content, you can actually be bombarded with stuff. Maybe you were bombarded at the start of this video. So it's just important to use a to-do application to help formulate it, to help channel down what you need to do in your day. And whether it's really simple or really difficult, it'll keep you busy during this period of time and keep you focused. Please do let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Naturally, I'm happy to help you find that application. Email me, comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So guys, a big thank you. Talk to you all very soon. Cheers everyone. Bye.